Right, so we got to CarLinkIt AI box or TBox or Android box, whatever you want to call them. You will find them under different names. So in this video, we're gonna compare them, see which one is faster and which one would be the best choice. They are both different in terms of a specification and the Android OS that they are running. The one on the left side runs Android 9 and the one on the right side has Android 11. Now, so it's kind of a little bit of a trade-off because the Android 9 version has better specs in terms of CPU, RAM and memory than the one on the right side that runs Android 11. So we'll see if that really matters or not. As you can see, the one on the left is a little bit chunkier than the one on the right side, which has a slimmer profile. They are both similar in terms of features. Both accept a SIM card for internet connection and a micro SD card as well. So in our following test, we're gonna label the left one the TBox and the one on the right TBox Mini. So we'll start our test with the TBox and we'll do some testing in terms of responsiveness and loading time. We'll use a Kia head unit here, so we'll find out how long it would take to start and be able to use it, and we'll see how both stand against each other in terms of timings. So a little bit of a background: if you're not familiar with those devices, they will basically offer an Android system on your car screen, but the only condition is that your car must have Apple CarPlay from the factory, or even an aftermarket head unit will work with this. So it will be recognized as a CarPlay device, but it will offer a completely new Android system. Here we have it, 20 seconds, and it's ready to be used. And in terms of responsiveness, we can see it has just a slight delay, or I would say a bit of lag, but that's not huge. It's just that it's not as fluid as the big brands phones or tablets like an iPad, but overall can be used, is not that bad. I will take more years before those things will be super snappy as the latest phones, but that shouldn't be a problem at this point. So yeah, this basically offers a lot of opportunities here on the screen of your car. You can install a bunch of streaming apps, which I would not recommend watching while driving, but just, you know, they are there. You can do that. It has a Google Play Store, so you can browse and install pretty much any app that is available on Android. As you can see, this is the Google Play Store. You need an account to be able to download and purchase some apps, but you know, most of them and the popular apps are free, so that's not a problem. You got, as you see, many apps that you can install, even games. So that's it. It's Android. That button here will let you close and clear the background apps, so you can drag that button around. That's basically the home button. So we're gonna do next is the Geekbench testing. We'll see what scores we're getting on this device, and we'll compare it with the TBox Mini. So we're gonna run this test, and later we're gonna run the other one as well and see where they both stand against each other. So a little bit of background about this app. What I'm doing here is I'm gonna run this test here. I will fast forward because it takes a while to complete, but basically this test will give us some scores, so we can know in terms of performance where they stand at. It will basically run the CPU's memory and all of that processing in terms of speed, and it will basically just give us some scores. So we got 145 for the single core score, 857 for the multi core score. So a bunch of specs here about the motherboard and the model ID and the OS as well. So there is gonna be a lot of you know, scores in here going on. I don't know what everything exactly means, but basically the higher number, the better would be on those results. But anyway, I'm not gonna spend too much time here. Let's move on to the next unit and see how they both stand against each other. And we'll just starting by plugging the TBox Mini and repeating the steps, see how long it will take to boot up. So I'm really curious to see the outcome, because as I said, one has a lower Android version, Android 9, but higher specs in terms of CPU, and the other one has a higher OS version, Android 11, but less specs in terms of CPU and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see what's the trade-off and the timings. But we'll see. I honestly don't think it will be a huge difference in between those two. I'm pretty sure the differences will be minimal, and maybe some people don't even notice, or they don't even care that much. But anyway, that's the purpose of this video, to kind of rank them and see where they at. And we are waiting to be recognized by, here we go, the Apple CarPlay. It's been recognized, but hey, this is different than the other one. I see there is this interesting loading screen, and seems like the loading screen was needed for this device, because it's 10 more seconds than the previous one, so we have a 30 seconds total loading time. Alright, so first test will be screen responsiveness. Honestly, I cannot tell which one is faster. They are both similar. Next test, we'll start opening apps and see which one opens the apps faster, and we'll start with Google Maps. And we got the TBox Mini. Seems like he did it faster on this one. Starting Netflix, and seems like, let's see, again TBox Mini did it faster, and they prompt that image. So TBox Mini faster on Netflix, on the Google Play Store. TBox took charge, took the lead in here, and seemed like it was faster. So probably because there are so many apps already open in the background, having better specs in terms of CPU and all that stuff seems like it helps. So if you have a lot of apps open in the background, the TBox may work better, but the TBox Mini may not perform as well as it should when you're running a lot of apps in the background. Now we'll run the last test, would be the Geekbench 5, and we'll see the scores in a second. Fast forward to the results. We got TBox Mini with a lower score on the single score and multi-core score. So that's about it for now. That's what we learned. We got also lower numbers on the more detailed single core performance. As I said, I don't know what everything means, but the higher the score, the better. As we can see, TBox Mini scores lower on pretty much everything, but you saw it, TBox Mini could perform faster despite the numbers that we're seeing here. We saw the apps loading up faster. So if you ask me which one to choose, I would go with the TBox Mini, just because it runs a newer Android version. And the TBox, I haven't seen any notes in releasing or planning to release an Android 11 as an update. So that would be my thoughts. If you guys enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe for more similar content, and I will see you in the next video.